Welcome to the review of episode 118 of Dragon Ball Super. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode because I know I did. A lot happened in this episode to move the Tournament of Power along. In fact, this is probably the most development we've ever seen in one episode in this arc, probably in all of Dragon Ball Super. In this video, we are going to discuss Goku plus Android 18 and 17 versus Universe 2. We're going to discuss Gohan and Piccolo versus Universe 6. We're going to discuss Beerus' reaction to Champa being erased, Vegeta, and a lot more. But before we go any further, what's up guys? My name is Dooley. Be sure to follow this channel on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Those links are in the description. Consider subscribing if you find yourself enjoying this video. And that's it. Let's get into it. Today, we are discussing episode 118 titled Accelerated Tragedy, Vanishing Universes. The episode starts with Goku versus the three final fighters of Universe 2, who are Rabandra, Zurloin, and Zarbuto. They are managing to push Goku back a bit, mainly because Goku is low on stamina. I have to say though, overall, the fact that Goku wasn't getting completely dominated here was a surprise to me. Goku was holding his own. He was doing far better than I expected for having no stamina versus three mostly fresh fighters. Either way, these guys were ganging up on Goku. They were able to push him back a bit. And at this point, Android 18 and 17 hop in. We get a little gag from Universe 2. These guys remind me of the Ginyu Force a bit. They're just so caught up in this the power of love thing. And earlier in the Tournament of Power, I used to get annoyed by it, but I guess because I suspected that this was the last episode that I would be seeing any of that, I just thought it was funny. So I didn't mind it at all. I also thought it was pretty cool that the angel from Universe 2 was broadcasting the fight to the entire universe. Actually, I don't know if it was the entire universe or just that one planet, but I thought that was pretty interesting to know that the relationship between the angel and the god of destruction from Universe 2 with the rest of the universe seemed to be closer than what I've seen with like Beerus in Universe 7, for example. I thought that was pretty cool. That scene reminded me, and guys, this is a little bit of a tangent, it reminded me of the One Piece scene in the Whitebeard arc, where the video Denden Mushis were recording the entire fight and broadcasting it to different islands. I just thought that was really cool. Anyway, back to Universe 2. The inhabitants of Universe 2 are cheering on the final three fighters from their universe. And so the cheering, the love, the support gives these guys a power-up, gives these guys a new form. And I gotta say, this was funny and hella cringy all at the same time. We saw three male characters, three men, transformed into forms that put all of them into dresses. The weirdest looking one of the bunch was without a doubt Zurloin, who is the giant muscle-bound character, and he gets to wear Ribrianne's clothes. I'm sorry, Ribrianne's dress. Guys, this was hilarious. This was weird. I can't say I expected this at all, but it definitely made the fight interesting to watch. Then we hop over to Gohan and Piccolo, and we find out almost right away that Sayonel and Purina are actually fusions for quite a bit of the Namekians from Universe 6. Guys, a lot of us call this, a lot of my subscribers, you guys call this, myself included. I made a video about this on my channel, and it felt great to see that prediction get proven right. But because they were fusions, because they had such amazing powers of regeneration, one of my favorite things of this entire episode happened, which is Gohan decides that it's okay for him to go to full strength. And we're gonna get to this in a little bit, but we got to see Gohan go off. We got a little bit of what Gohan is capable of in this episode, so I was pretty hyped for that. Anyway, after the reveal that these Namekians were fusions, we get a pretty cool scene of both Namekians overpowering Gohan for a short time. Piccolo casting an incomplete special beam cannon at Purina. That was the one we saw in the trailer from last week, and it just didn't do enough damage to Purina. Purina completely tanked it. And with his counterattack, Purina hits both Gohan and Piccolo point blank, knocking Piccolo down and borderline unconscious. We get a pretty cool scene from Piccolo of both Kami and Nail. And in case you haven't watched Dragon Ball Z, guys, the Piccolo we see now is actually a fusion of Piccolo Jr., the original Piccolo, a Namekian from planet Namek named Nail, and the previous Guardian of Earth, who was also a Namekian. His name was Kami. So in that little scene we saw when Piccolo was almost unconscious, those were the two avatars, the two ghost-looking figures that pointed him ahead. Kami and Nail, the Anyway, in front of him is Gohan. Gohan blocked most of the damage directed towards him. And this is where we get to see Gohan go off a little bit. Oh my god, you guys know I'm a Gohan fan. If you don't, now you know. And I'm waiting for Gohan to go off. So I was excited for us to see what the son of Goku is really capable of. He charged Cyanel, and let's just say he hit him pretty hard. He made him taste the floor. Back over to Goku and the androids versus Universe 2. Universe 2 did get a pretty strong power-up. They were holding their own against Goku and the androids. Overall, the fight felt pretty even, but it was obvious that as Goku regained his stamina, Universe 7 would have come out on top in this fight. I think Universe 2 was aware of this, and that's why they decided to use their strongest ability, this combination attack of love, dark love, I don't know what to call it, but it's this black hole with immense gravity, and managed to trap not just Goku, but both androids as well in this gravity field. This gravity was so strong that not only could Goku not teleport out of it, he could barely stand up. And the gravity was slowly drilling its way through the platform, which would have eventually knocked all 3 Universe 7 fighters out of the tournament. Guys, this is where Goku goes savage. I can't think of another word for it. And he just showed that he is in a different tier, a different caliber than these fighters. Even though he's low on stamina, he stands up in this gravity field, goes Super Saiyan Blue, and pretty much brute forces his way out of it. Then we get a pretty amazing scene. I think this is one of the best scenes in the tournament so far. We flash over to Gohan, and Gohan starts casting a Kamehameha wave. Then we flash back to Goku, and Goku starts doing the same. We get this amazing back and forth scene of father and son casting the Kamehameha wave. At the same time, Piccolo adds his fully charged special beam cannon to the mix, hits Cyanel and Purina directly through the heart. They acknowledge that Piccolo is stronger than them, which I think this was a big deal. And at the exact same time, Gohan and Goku's Kamehameha waves eliminates Universe 2 and Universe 6. I gotta commend these universes for going out like bosses. I thought it was gonna be this really sad, drawn out thing, but it wasn't. Champa took it like a champ. I'm gonna start calling him Champa. Hashtag Champa in the comments below. And Universe 2, although they lost, they all seem pretty happy with their efforts. You know, in my pregame for this episode, which is the last video on my channel, I talked about how it would be interesting to see Beerus' reaction to Champa being erased. And in all honesty, I thought his reaction was perfect. The reality is, Beerus is a god of destruction. And although I think he secretly loves Champa quite a bit as his brother, I also think here's a being who has seen so much destruction for so long. How likely is it that he's gonna lose his cool over something he cares about being erased, even if that's his brother? Anyway, we get a scene of Frieza paying attention to the Goku fight, and he mentions, oh, we didn't get to see Ultra Instinct this time. I think they're building Frieza up for something. I don't know if he's trying to observe Ultra Instinct so he can then try it himself or something like that, but his obsession with Goku going Ultra Instinct is definitely going to play a role in the tournament later on at some point. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the final scene of this episode is Vegeta versus Kato Pezla. Vegeta tells Kato Pezla to prepare himself because he's in a terrible mood right now. I thought this was super interesting. I recently made a video talking about how I expect Vegeta to get Ultra Instinct before the end of this tournament. And before you dislike this video because you disagree, go check out that video. One of the things that I mentioned is that we are going to see a Vegeta-centered episode coming up soon, if not by the end of this month, by early next month, early January. And this scene at the end of episode 118 with Vegeta just gave a little bit more evidence to that theory. Anyway, that was it, guys. That was the entire episode. Like I said, a lot happened. I thought I was gonna be a bit more sad that Universe 6 is gone, and I do feel sad, I guess, to some extent, but at the same time, I am happy with the way their elimination was handled. I am proud of their efforts. Even the little comedy with Caulifla chasing Cyanel and Purina around, I thought it did well to not make this melodramatic, oversensitive, trying to make you cry, tear-jerking scene. So I'm just happy it was handled that way. I'm proud of Universe 6. Sorry to all the guys who thought Hit was still secretly on the platform, but he is not, obviously. Or maybe he is. Maybe he's outside of time and outside of his universe. So you guys could keep arguing that if you want. Let me know what you guys think of this episode below. Remember to follow this channel on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And also, subscribe. subscribe if you enjoyed this video. You made it all the way to the end, so you probably did. I am working on my preview review for episode 119. It should be coming out shortly. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. What's up, guys? My name is Thur.